lateral shift. What is it and how can it affect your game? I'm Stephen Roger, a golf coach with a promise, better golf made simple. So what is lateral shift? This is when our center of pressure moves sideways. If the amount of pressure we place through the ground moves more this way, then we have shifted laterally. We're going to be talking specifically about how lateral shift in our downswing can affect our strike. Now, the more that we shift laterally, the more we're going to strike the ground later. Depending on how we do it, it can also adjust the shape of our swing really quite drastically. So we have two main ways that we can laterally shift in our downswing, and those are to move our entire body, head, center of our sternum, center of our hips to the side, or to hold our upper center back and let our pelvis move laterally. Let's go into shifting with our entire body first. So when my entire body shifts laterally to the side, my right shoulder and right side stay high. When my right side stays high, my shoulders are now turning on a much flatter plane. And because of this sends my arms working out this way. So a lot of the time, if we shift our entire body laterally, we can actually cause our arms to work out this way, and we can see an over-the-top type motion. A lot of the time, this can be associated with shanks, heel strikes, and slices. Our other option is to move our lower center, our pelvis laterally, and keep our upper center back. Now, this causes your body to bend to the right-hand side. So now my right-hand side of my body is shorter, and my left-hand side of my body is longer. Now, as you can imagine, my right shoulder now is much lower. So if I do this in the downswing, as I'm turning, what happens is that the golf club will fall down and it will work on a shallower plane in the downswing. Now, this isn't necessarily a good thing. You want the right blend of both elements. If we have too much right side bend, if we shift our lower center laterally too much, because our right side is bending, the golf club is going to impact the ground much earlier. If our right side stays high, the golf club is further up. If our right side lowers, it's closer to the ground. We've essentially made the club longer. So you can see a lot of fat strikes, a lot of heavy shots, and a lot of poor contact with this, dependent on how you actually release the golf club. So shifting laterally with our entire body causes the shoulders to turn on a much flatter angle. And this can send the hands more out towards the golf ball and cause the club to work across the ball to the left more. Whereas shifting laterally with our lower center holding our upper center back can cause the club to work more underneath us and swing more out to the right hand side. The right blend is crucial to improving your game. I hope you found this video helpful. I'd love to help you play your best golf. Hit the link in the description of this video to access my free guide to taking 10 shots off your scores without hitting any balls in 5 simple steps. And if you enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment down below if you've got any questions. Now, what about turn? What about rotation? Surely we can't just shift. There's got to be an element of turn, of pivot in our downswing. And that's exactly what I dive into in this video. Thanks so much for watching. Happy golfing.